Right, lads, welcome to this week's episode of View from the Country podcast. I'm going to just start off with either Arsenal or Newcastle. I don't want to cover West Ham until the last bit because I've got half hour to speak about them and I'm fucking cut me arse.
That'll be nice. I'll let Marty
Starting
go
off,
first.
how are we doing,
Yeah,
lads?
not too bad. Yourselves?
Bit better.
Living the dream, innit? Right, go on then, Matty. I'll let you go first, son. So it was Newcastle Palace, obviously.
Well, what can I say? It was just a comfortable win. I think Palace were bad. They didn't turn up at all. I don't think we were overly amazing. I think it was just a better team playing against a shit performance. It was good. I mean, the goals were class. Jacob Murphy never meant that at all. I mean,
What do you not think?
nah, did he fuck? Nah, no chance. That's one of those belters you score and you fucking admit you admit it, but nah, no chance. Lobs the keeper and goes in, but nah, it was a good performance. Unreal. What a save from Pope as well on the free kick to get over and fucking tip it over the bar. But now it's a good.
Yeah.
What do you? I expected it against Palace. Palace are actually all right this season. But nah, we just kind of 3-0 at half time. They kind of just shut the game off, didn't we? Back up to where we should be.
I look at all the extended highlights, right, and it's not to dig out Newcastle, but when a team's going to start realising that you can't play high line against you lot,
I know. We punish it.
and all the goals were not the same, kind of like against the runner. They were kind of like against, like, you were overloaded on the counter and that's it. Like, they just didn't look like they watched you at all.
Yeah, I know. We will punish every team that plays a high line. We always will. Our wingers are usually too quick, and then you've got Isaac and Wilson. It'll just get punished. But it was just classic Palace, wasn't it? They turn up for some games, they did the other.
That's,
Just didn't look like
is
they
that-
could handle you, mate, to be honest.
Nah, we weren't.
That's Anthony Gordon's first goal, isn't it, for Newcastle
No.
in the league? Or not?
No, he got
Oh, right, okay, I thought it
scored
was.
against Liverpool. I think that was his.
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay.
I mean, I was glad to have him back. Obviously, he was missing the last game through suspension. But we need him, especially with Barnes being out. Again, Lascelles, by the way. Ever since Botman's been injured, Lascelles is like a new player. It's weird. Because I did rate him.
How is it? Lascelles and Maguire are having blinders at the moment, aren't they?
Mate, it's just crazy.
Like the biggest fucking donkeys in the Prem.
Lascelles is at best a chippy assistant. He should never have been a centre back. But he's came in to cover Botman while he's injured, and he's fucking putting a show on. So, it was good to see. I don't think Pope really had much to do other than the fucking free kick.
No.
Bruno was good again.
As I said, I watched the extended highlights and I thought you were literally almost none of it was Palace. So I'm assuming Palace were just terrible.
They were dog shit, man.
Uh,
Bruno was good. Tonali was good when he came on. Probably going to be the last time we see Tonali in a toon top for a long time. So
I'm surprised he played at the weekend, to be honest.
He was allowed. So obviously the investigation.
In fact, the person...
Yeah.
That's you 6th in the league.
Yeah, now, we're 5th, but obviously with Villa winning. Yeah, down to 6th. I mean, with the performances, we probably should be there. I don't think it's outrageous that we're sitting 6th.
No, neither do I. After the first couple of weeks, you've turned it around, haven't you?
Oh, definitely. It's like the form from last season. Sitting, that's 9 games in with a plus 15 goal difference, the highest in the league. So, I know it's good. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, is it highest in the league?
Yeah.
Is it? I didn't realise that. Bloody hell, fair play. But to be fair, when you beat teams, you usually absolutely smash them. There's like no in between, is there?
Unless I'd say unless a team's giving us a run for our money, like a tight game, it'll be a 1-0 either way. But if we're on form and we're beating teams, it's usually like 4-5 or 8-0. So, but I know it's first game back after the break, 4-0 win. It's decent. Wolves next.
Yes. Yeah, Wolves away, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tell you what, can we just go to Arsenal and then we'll pick up West Ham last? That's all right.
Right, it was shite.
I know. Go on, Gav. Go on, Gav. 2 seconds. I'll get you for 2 seconds. I just want to just quickly. What was your prediction? 3-0 to Arsenal.
I thought it was 3-0. But then, if you also remember, I did say it would be tricky at Stamford Bridge.
Which is 3-0 always is.
I mean, it could have been 3-0 to Chelsea in the first half, to be honest with you.
I was going to say that. Were you as surprised as I was how quickly they came out?
I was just shocked though how shit we were.
Oh, do you think it was you not being bad or them being
no,
good?
No. No one expected that from Chelsea to come out and actually play football because they haven't done that all season. They've came out and they've played as individuals. That game they actually played is they wanted to win the game. The reason why I said why we were so poor is because everything they done 2 different things in the first half and we couldn't do anything to change it. It was just right. You want to go down with Mudryk, fine. You want to play in the middle of the park, fine. We can't change it.
Yeah.
And then Ken, I'm just going to speak about the 15 minutes at the end. It's the only fucking good part.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Thank you. We're starting from the start to the end. Right. I want to bring this up. The handball.
Yeah.
Saliba handball. Again, Gary Neville being the Arsenal fan that he is. Is anyone arguing that isn't a handball?
Not a chance in hell. Well, I'm not being funny.
I'm about 75-25. 75 for it is a penalty.
What's your 25 for not?
Like I'm gonna say because he is actually using it for some balance. So if you've watched Saliba for last season, this season, he does that all the time.
But
if Mudryk hadn't headed that ball, it's not hitting his hand. End of. It's the fact that it has hit Mudryk, it hasn't hit his hand. It's a handball in that regard.
It's a bit ridiculous.
It's not unusual for Saliba.
Aye, but it's a bit ridiculous for a defender to jump up like he's doing a dismount at gymnastics. Like, why is his arms completely?
No one's complained about it no one's complained about it for the past year and a bit though.
Probably because
I don't know because I don't think he really jumped, did he? It was almost like you know how a sprinter finishes a race, kind of like with his arms behind him.
It's because he tries to generate through the fucking ball. He doesn't try and hit the ball. He tries to drive through, and that's why he has.
I get what he's doing. It's a pen. I think you're right.
That's the only reason why I would say there's an argument for it not to be a pen is because he always seems to do it, and the actual distance between Mudryk's header to his hand, it's not that much, and you can't redirect his hand either. He's already committed for it. But, I mean,
the only thing that I thought was going to stop it was the distance between him and Mudryk, because you're right, they are very close together.
You just never know at the moment, Dio, with VAR.
No.
I was at my sister's watching it, and I said it's going to be a pen all day long. I went, I've not got any complaints about it because it has hit his hand, but he just knew it was coming. I don't know why it took as long as it is. I said to my sister, I went, if that's a penalty, it needs to be red carded because he's just stopped a goal scoring fucking chance, and he fucking wasn't. And I was like, wow, you don't get it anymore unless somebody has like slid in and fucking broke somebody's ankle. Like I'm not joking.
Cole Palmer took it. Cooley, sorry. Cole Palmer took it coolly. There you go.
I like Cole Palmer. I think that's one of the best signings of the summer window, to be honest.
He's probably their striker now, isn't he? Until Nkunku comes back after that performance, I would think.
Yeah,
because that Jackson's been shit.
Jackson's not good.
He just can't finish his dinner, that boy.
Tell you what, though, do you know what I thought looked really good? Gusto. I thought he looked good all game. Him and Kukurea looked like they turned up.
Gusto was the only one I actually felt were getting joy down that side. Kukurea just kind of had Saka on toast for most of the game.
Yeah, it was mad.
Which I was so shocked. I was so shocked. I went, how the fuck is this? I don't even care. I can't even repeat what I called him.
He just doesn't get the game
I just can't.
Like, he's a good left back.
I don't think he's that good a defender.
I think he was. He was good at Brighton. Obviously, hence why he got the move. But now he just doesn't get game time.
I mean,
I think we'll need to see a couple more games with him because I think he'll be found out easily. But he did show. You are right though. He did show up. He was class. He didn't sit about. He wasn't lazy. He was chasing pretty much everything. And like you said, he was on Saka like a tramp on chips.
Well, when Saka tried to go down the wing, he just punts it forward and tries to bomb pass him. Kukurea just went, I've got the pace to outdo you, and I've got the muscle to actually keep you where you're meant to be. The only bits we had joy was when Jesus and Odegaard went off. I'm going to call Odegaard out. He's meant to be our captain, but he hasn't shown up in the past 2 games, and arguably they're the most 2 important games we've. Well,
I was going to say
except
this.
for the
I
Northampton
saw on
derby.
social media he got some stick for apparently being missing since the start of the season. I don't know if you agree with that.
I wouldn't say at the start of the season. I think at the first 2 games he was decent. Not he wasn't at an Odegaard level. He was decent, and then against Spurs and against City and against Chelsea, he just I don't know. He's trying to be too clever for his own good. He's trying these little flicks that don't come off. Like there's so many times he just picks the ball up, and when he picks the ball up, his head's down. He doesn't see what to do. I mean,
is that your starting midfield now? Would you say?
What was it? It was Jorginho, Rice.
Partey, Rice and Odegaard. Sorry, Jorginho, Rice and Odegaard.
Nah. Partey's still needs. I don't know where Partey is. Because apparently he was taken off 45 minutes into the Ghanaian game. And the Ghanaian coach and manager came out and went, it was always the plan to give him 45 minutes. He hasn't trained that much for Arsenal.
Yeah, so he's on the bench, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's like, I don't really understand why. I personally prefer, if you're going to play a ball player that isn't that quick in that position, I don't like Jorginho. I think you have to give Fabio Vieira the position. I don't particularly rate him highly, but I think he's better than Jorginho. Or you go out and you put Emile Smith-Rowe in there.
Yeah. I don't know why he isn't getting the chances, because when he came on, he was actually going forward. He was actually giving...
Well, he takes people underneath.
Forward, he does. It's a forward thinking is what we miss. We're always right. We need the perfect goal and never get a goal.
It seems like you're trying to. You've got so many midfielders that just want to pass it out to the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I mean? And I think Havertz was trying to brought in to make those runs, but he just doesn't do them.
No,
and it's
he did against Chelsea, but that he had one ball that I can remember is what he done. It was the one to Saka, and Saka whipped it in for Trossard at the back post. And I'll say it again. It's all we need to do. Just get the fucking ball in the box. If it goes in, it goes in. Doesn't matter how the fuck it goes in. To be fair, it was well taken by Trossard, but Sanchez needs to give his head a wobble.
To start off with the goals, Mudryk, did he mean it?
No.
100%. Yeah.
No, he didn't.
What do you think?
Yeah.
He's pointing to Sterling. He's pointing to Sterling where he wants him.
So I've seen the replay and he's not looking at the goal at all. But it looks
That's how good he is.
Miles off Sterling.
You know what it's like? I can't remember who it was against. It was when Saka done it. And everyone else came in when I had to flick him in that.
I was going to say that reminds me of the Masuaku one against Chelsea a couple of years back.
That was Cisse.
When it looks like it should have been a cross. So it was
Remember, Cisse done it at Stamford Bridge for Newcastle against Chelsea. He pings it off the outside of his foot and it goes in. Lobs check and goes in. I mean, he meant that one. Up the two.
It was lovely. But, it was fucking lovely, though.
Is it luck, or is it the fact that Raya is just in fucking no man's land?
I think it's a mixture of the two. But I thought he meant it. I thought he just went for it.
What a goal, though, Like, unreal.
I've got two problems with it, though.
Okay.
Both Arsenal defence. Saliba needs to be pushing him and shutting him down, and Raya needs to stay on his line.
Obviously we talked about it last week. I'm not bashing it. I'm just asking. Does he get dropped now for midweek?
He needs to, but I don't know when Ramsdale's back because Ramsdale's just had his baby boy born.
I think
that's why he wasn't available yesterday.
So do you think he would have played if Raya wasn't?
Nah. No. I don't think he would have played, but he wasn't in the squad at all. Is what I mean. So I think when Raya had this shaky half, if Arteta goes and does what he says he's going to,
you would have subbed him?
I don't. You know what? With Arteta, I don't know. I would have.
I don't think Arteta.
I like Raya as a keeper, but
I don't think Arteta would have the bottle to sub him.
See, I do because of the whole thing with Aubameyang.
I was going to say, but he's been on about it for ages now this season. He's been on about the fact that he wanted the courage and the second number one to do it. See, surely you can't after that. Say he has that 20-minute period or whatever it is. You can't then not sub him, surely, if he was fit, if he was in the team.
You'd think if that's the point he's trying to make, you think I'll stick to it. I made that decision, but
I will say one thing though: the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, Raya has looked worse than I think Ramsdale has ever looked in an Arsenal shirt. I'm not trying to back up because he's an England international. I genuinely believe that. I don't think you've seen that shakiness from Ramsdale.
In consecutive games, yes, I would agree with that. I think Ramsdale has had worse performances than that, but only in one game rather than 3 on the trot.
Consistently. Yeah.
But I don't know if it's Raya's overconfident of what he thinks he can do, but it's just.
Well, he's been top player for the back, right? Obviously, because that's what you just want to do. But like, there's no like, oh, it isn't on, punt it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he does. He does do that after something's happened. I agree with what you're saying. It's never right. There's nothing on. I'll just punt it. It always seems to be, oh fuck, they've almost got the ball. Then we'll just get it going.
Yeah.
So something happens and then he does it.
Because I was looking at this. I was looking at the highlights again, and the first goal was a shocker by him. The second goal. The second goal was a shocker by him for Madrid, and then he almost gave away a third as well. Yeah. He's done it against City twice. It's like, when is he going to start learning that he just needs to get it away?
He should have learned at Brentford. He did learn at Brentford. This is what I'm not understanding. Is when he was at Brentford, he could do all this. He just isn't at the moment.
Is it pressure? Because he has another number one behind him?
Nah, I don't think it's pressure. I think it's he's too confident.
Oh, okay.
I think there's no way or reason why he stood so far off his line. If it was going to be, right, he's at the byline, he's going to cross it in, that's the only option, fine. I don't have a problem with that, because you're not going to score for there unless you're going to do something magical. Well, Mudryk did score that goal, but he needs to strip himself back down to the basics and do everything by the basics, rather than, right, we can do the 1, 2, 3 triangles, then I'll wipe it away. Nah, just, if it's no on, get it gone. So, as we all got taught as a youngster, in and out, kick it out.
See the Mudryk goal. The only thing I can think of is that he's that far off his line because you think it's going to be fizzed into the penalty spot, kind of, because there's no out and out like tall striker there to header it. So he's half perceiving it, but then obviously
he is pointing at Sterling though, who's at the back post, because that's the only reason I would say he's off his line. But then. You can what it's went in. I can't change it now. Is it bothering me? Absolutely, but I can't fucking change it now.
Is the Rice goal? Is the Rice goal? Obviously, it's on purpose. But is this just another showing of why goalkeepers they can try and persist with this playing out from the back, but at times if there's no good options, just punt it.
Yeah. It was a good goal though. I'll give Rice his dues. I thought it was a good goal.
I disagree.
I'm not gonna lie.
How's it a good goal?
When it's bounced, I thought it's going to hit the fucking post and stay out, and it's just going to be one of these games.
I'm going to have a go here, right? How's it a good goal?
I just think the way he's taken it down and it's it, mate. I thought he's been asked to go forwards more. He's shown more attacking prowess. I'll give him that. Better than, what was it? Was it 2 games ago where he's hit it and it's gone into fucking Rose Head from outside the box? Like, I'll give him more clinical from Rice.
I know it is an open goal, and I completely understand that, but to hit it first time with a little bit of accuracy, because he had to hit it at one side of the goal, you can't hit it the other because Sanchez will just get it. To be fair, it's a nice goal. It's not the cleanest, but
what do you mean, Matty?
It's just one of them, isn't it? I mean, it's an open goal, but he has hit it first time, which I think kind of saves him. But I thought, in all honesty, right, and this might be me being daft, if it's not raining, that doesn't go in. I think.
Oh, Jake, I
don't think he scores that.
How?
Oh, okay.
It's bounced on the goal line.
Nah.
Where else is it going to go?
I think obviously dry and wet's completely different, but I don't think he scores that way if it's not raining.
But in what way? How?
You
think the ball just like slid off his boot?
Would you like to go down and get him into a wee training session? We'll set it up on a dry pitch. I don't think he scores that. I think the pace coming.
That's not an answer.
The pace coming from the keeper's miss pass is different from what it would be on a dry field. I don't think he scores that with a dry pitch.
Well, there we go. That's all I asked.
There you go. Then.
I wasn't asking if it was fucking hailstoning or fucking snowing.
The Trossard goal is the first time I think you lot wanted to play it direct, wasn't it?
What, actually get in the box?
You just shoot a ball into the box. Oh, guess what? Fun enough, there's a runner there. Oh, it goes in.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like it does me in sometimes with Arteta, and it ain't just Arteta. It's also Pep. That's why, to be honest, usually prefer Klopp teams. It's like they just overcomplicate everything. There's no need for it. At times, if the passing ain't working, get it down the wing and just play a ball through.
Basic football.
You know what? And you're all going to be shocked. It was a game that Eddie Nketiah should have started.
Matty said that. Matty literally said that 5 minutes ago.
Because, well, can I just say before I was in this room, by the way, I'm not copying anybody, but Jesus is he comes in too deep and he tries to be all trickery and get past people. You needed Eddie Nketiah who's going to pick up the ball, run at people, and actually pass it off sometimes when he's not being fucking greedy.
Was Eddie Nketiah in your starting 11 before the game? Was Eddie Nketiah in your starting 11 before the game?
For Chelsea, yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
If it was against a team that just sits back and actually allows you to run at them, and actually you can actually pick holes in their defence, Jesus would be in it all day long. But it's a fact that Chelsea have got this defence where it's just a wall with Thiago Silva and Levi Colwill and players like that you can't actually play in between. You need to just whip it in. If it goes to your head, it goes to your head. But you've seen when Eddie Nketiah came on, that's when we got our chances. Not saying that it was Eddie Nketiah that got them, but it was like they were more worried about defending him than they were defending the ball coming in.
I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said about Eddie Nketiah.
I knew you'd be shocked, and I was shocked when I thought it last when I was on about it yesterday.
Are you getting his name on your next shirt that you buy?
Can we audio clip this for 6 games time when he starts slagging Nketiah off again?
It's on TikTok.
It won't be 6. It'll be the next game. Trust me.
This is next game. He's going to miss an absolute sitter, and he's going to be slated to fuck.
Wow, he missed. Obviously, Trossard scored the goal, but Nketiah had the chance right after it. Fizzed across the face of the goal. I thought it was going miles out, and Gary Neville's having a full-on fucking orgy.
That's because did you not realise he's Arteta's assistant manager now?
I mean, I really preferred when he was in upper arse.
Oh, he loves you,
every game.
Oh, he loves it. Absolutely loves it. It's a joke.
Maybe it's what you said, Jay. He's been taking off the United games now, so he's just like, fuck it, Arsenal are getting a nosh in.
And he doesn't seem to be on the one with Jamie Carragher anymore.
Oh, good.
I
genuinely like Jamie Carragher.
I like him. I think he's a good wonder.
It was always fun when they were together.
Yeah. Just to sum up, is it 2 points lost or a point gained for Arsenal or Chelsea?
2 points lost.
2 points lost for Chelsea.
So you're looking at that after the game then? Because I would say, obviously, after the game is completely different to before the game, because
before the game, I said 2 points lost from Arsenal.
Yeah, I was going to say, every Arsenal fan I found on social media, they were going to beat them 7-0 or whatever.
I know, absolutely. Before the game, I was confident going into it. I knew it'd be difficult, but I thought, we'll score a few goals. And then we just came out, and it was the fact of...
I didn't expect that Chelsea team to turn up against you. I had the same thing. I thought you were going to slap them about. I didn't see turning up for a game of football. If anybody told
me before the game that Chelsea team was going to perform like that, I'll tell you, fucking lying.
Did I not say that?
Yeah, no one thought
Did I not back Chelsea in our prediction? I'm positive I did.
2-1.
You called it as a 2-2, I believe.
Was it 2-0?
Yeah, you called it. Oh no, Matty called it a 2-1 Chelsea.
Stamford Bridge, man.
Let's not go into
predictions. It's usually a tough place to go for any team.
If we had beaten Chelsea, we were the only team in Premier League history to win 4 consecutive games there.
It's usually because they nick your boots on the way in. Are they more likely for top 6 now, would you say?
Chelsea.
If they consistently play like that, yes.
Also, sorry, no, I'm going to actually throw this out. Is that 2-2 a good reflection on Arsenal? Because last year, right, I know obviously Arsenal were playing better stuff, but is it also as well, like, they've beat City, all right, they were better than the week in the City. They drew against Spurs. They probably got lucky, in my opinion, to get a point against Spurs. And they were lucky probably to get a point against Chelsea. Is that improvement because they're still getting points in when they aren't playing well?
No.
Okay.
I actually disagree. I disagree because I think Liverpool won the league on a year where I don't think they played as well, but they ground out results. So I think if Arsenal could do the same, then maybe it might be slow improvement because it shows they can control the game more.
Point, right?
Yeah.
Nah, last year, mostly every game I went into, except for when we started bottling the league, I was like, class. I'm actually excited for this. I actually want to watch this. But I actually felt confident we're going to get the win.
Do you know what he's done? He's turned into a West Ham fan. What it is.
And then this season, it's the fact of it's not the fact of who's scoring today. It's the fact of what's going to happen today. There's no clear we're going to set out this way and play this way.
It's an issue as well. You don't know you're starting 11th, do you?
No, the problem is Party. If Party's fit, it's Party and Rice. Easy as. Like, it just is. The problem is Party just seems to have an injury every fucking second week that no one seems to know what the fuck it is.
What I mean is, though, so you've got, is it Gabriel and Nketiah starting up front now? Is it Raya or Ramsdale? Is it Party or Jorginho or Fabio Vieira or fucking... I don't know, in midfield? It's like... I feel like you've got 3-4
It's a
positions
selection
where it's just
headache. It absolutely is a selection headache. One that I'm thankful that I need to fucking make. But it should be easy enough. Party should be playing where Jorginho plays. And as you said before, either Smith Rowe or Fabio Vieira should be playing next time going higher up. It's what should happen. Martinelli's the left mid, Saka's the right mid. The back line doesn't change. Except, I'll say this, I can't wait till Timber comes back in and Zinchenko can fuck off.
I was going to say this, right? Zinchenko, since maybe... When was that Liverpool game? Was that May or April? He has been so poor, week in, week out, pretty much. So poor. I don't know whether people just found out his game or what, but...
Well, obviously, he plays the left, right? He got a yellow card over on the right.
Yeah.
What the fuck's he doing over there? This is why I get so pissed off, is because, and why I was on about last season compared to this season. Because last season, everybody had their own individual area of the pitch. You deal with that, we'll deal with the other bit. But everyone seems to be a bit fucking everywhere now. Nketiah and Jesus are coming too far deep to pick up the ball like Harry Kane in England. Saka just sticks to the right, barely comes past halfway now. Martinelli's coming into the centre to do anything. It's just one big fucking mess. We have a formation that we start with, but we never fucking stay with that.
I generally think
that's what you said this summer, innit? Yeah.
I think...
but he doesn't want to play a striker, does he?
No, he wants to play like a false nine. He wants to play like a centre forward, like striker, somebody that's tricky with their feet and also can hold the ball up and win headers. That is why he bought Havertz, apparently. Is because he's fucking...
I think Gabriel
because he's as tall as a giraffe, apparently.
Has been found out since leaving City. So I think because he was at City, obviously the players around him helped him to perform the way he did. He came to Arsenal where, yes, he's got a decent team, but the players aren't as good. And he's getting found out. When was the last time he scored for Arsenal?
The other week.
Was it?
In Europa.
Yeah.
No, I mean in Prem.
Mm-hmm.
Not in League.
He scored start of the season, did he not?
It's just not enough.
Are you on about Jesus?
Yeah.
Think so. You know what? I disagree with you. I don't think it's a case of Jesus being found out. I think it's Jesus' knee. After he had his knee injury, he's not been the same. It's the same as Theo Walker when he broke his leg. He was never the same after that. That Gomez for Everton, he was never a prolific baller. But as soon as he broke his leg, I don't think he played for Everton again. Or he might have played a couple, but where is he now? He's not playing anywhere as far as I know. It'll be fun to see how...
I think you lot are caring too much about keeping possession rather than actually playing football at times. And I think that's the problem.
It's like... I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just not enjoyable to watch. It's not... Last year, it was like Odegaard could score, Saka could score, Martinelli could score. Now it's, where's the goals coming from? Martinelli dug us out of a hole at City, where a game I'll say that too. That's 2 games consecutively we have snatched a result.
Yep.
Because I think it's 5 minutes, give or take, with the Rice and Trossard goal, and then obviously Martinelli's come off the bench and scored at was that the Etihad or was that the Emirates? I think it was at the Emirates, was it not?
Sorry, Etihad. Sorry, Emirates. Sorry.
It was at the Emirates. We snatched the result. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, we beat City. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I mean, it is a great result, but at the end of the day, it was a snatch and grab. Neither team played well. And I think the game against Arsenal and Chelsea, where we were poor, it was overshadowed by 2 goalkeeper poor performances for the goalkeepers, to be honest. Both at least 1 goal came for the goalkeepers with Raya and Sanchez.
It's weird as well, actually, because I think out of the 2, I think I'd prefer Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why I prefer Sanchez, but I just do prefer Sanchez. That makes any sense?
Yeah. No, everybody's got that player, haven't they? They just like the player.
I think they're even, but I'd have Sanchez if it was out of the 2. I don't know why. I don't know.
You asked the question the other week, Jay. Who would I want to sell in January, Raya or Ramsdale?
I know.
I thought about this on Saturday. I'm starting to rethink my thing. I don't have a clear answer yet, but.
Do you know what I was thinking there, right? I was watching it, and then I saw the goalkeeper do it. I saw both those issues. I was thinking, fucking hell, he must be wishing he said Raya. Ramsdale, though, must be looking in the maternity ward or wherever he is and thinking, fuck me, I'm getting given an easy game time here next week, you know?
You know what the only bonus thing is that will come to bite me on the arse? We haven't actually bought Raya yet. So, we don't actually need to buy him. So, fingers crossed, we don't fucking get him. But knowing Arteta, you'll fucking buy him.
January will be like 60 million or however much.
Sorry to go off topic, because I know you want to talk about West Ham just in a second, but apparently Stan Kroenke's came out and went, forget Ivan Toney, we're not going for him, we're going for Pedro Neto instead for our striker.
Yeah, I mean, that just tells you everything an American knows about football, really, isn't it? I've been trying to preach this on TikTok.
That's why I brought it up. How are you going to play Pedro Neto as a false 9 or a striker? Know what I mean?
Because... Do you know what he's going to do? He's just going to put... Honestly, I'm telling you now, right? I'm going to bring this up with the West Ham chat. There are going to be strikers that are going to be formed that aren't strikers this year, right? That's what's going to happen. Pedro Neto's he's going to come in January and score 35 goals.
You know what? I want Pedro Neto in, but I do not want him as a striker.
Yeah, but you're turning into what we are. So we've got like 17 cams. You're going to have about 13 wingers. Like, what are you going to play?
Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Nelson.
Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe, Jesus can play out there, Havertz can play out there.
Emil Smith-Rowe's actually been transitioned into a cam that doesn't play now.
Arteta is the new
Wenger. That doesn't play. So he is a cam when he gets on the pitch.
Yeah. No, yeah. I don't know what he needs to do anyway, but yeah, that was it. Neto to Arsenal, officially confirmed by Stan Kroenke.
Right. Did we all watch the West Ham game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of it.
Yeah, okay, brilliantly smiling. Right. Well, you might as well clip this, lads, because I'm going into a rant, right?
Time to mute the mic.
What the fuck has happened since the international break? I called it. I don't know if he's already laughing. I called this 3 weeks ago that Souček shouldn't be starting in that midfield and that Kudus should get his starter. Antonio has pissed me off that much in that 90 minutes. I genuinely think just put Souček up front. I called it a month ago. Just get the cunt up front. We play Antonio up there to try and let the ball stick on him and play out from him. He just doesn't do anything. I'd love to know his touches in the first half because he done fuck all.
Mm-hmm.
His passing was shit, by the way.
Mate, I called it. Ben came in and was on about it, and I went, he's going to run this down the wing. He's going to end up hitting that out, by the way. It's going to be a goal kick. Oh, lo and behold, he done it.
Honestly, it was the most depressing moment ever. He's going to fuck me, and then he hit it at the side net, and I was like...
The problem is, just for people obviously that don't know, me and Ben live on the first floor flat. I wanted to just yeet myself out the fucking window at that point. It was just done. Like, to go off Villa. Villa knew how to play against us. They played so narrow, and they played that. Is it Sanazzolo?
Yeah.
Zaniolo.
They played him right behind James Ward-Prowse the first 45 minutes, and it just worked.
Yeah.
James Ward-Prowse couldn't handle him. He didn't want to look behind him.
Did not have
Souček was
like 10 shots in the first
walking
20 minutes
about.
or something, 25 minutes. The Villa, to be fair...
I don't think we turned up, mate. I don't think we turned up till about the second goal went in.
To be fair, Villa...
I think it was poor goalkeeper, to be fair.
Yeah, Villa were good. I was going to say this. I actually thought... I know it's 4-1, but I actually thought Zuma and Aguerd looked all right for a good 70 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they looked particularly bad.
No.
I think when you look at the third and fourth goal, you can't stop
No.
that.
The thing is, right, Ollie
I
Watkins...
can't put a finger on a mistake they done, though.
See for Ollie Watkins' goal, I don't blame Zuma at all because he stopped him from cutting in on his right. Ollie Watkins is a right-footed striker, right? He's done everything right as a defender. The fact that he steps over and smashes it with his left foot, what are you going to do? The fact that it's actually in the net before Areola gets his hand up as well, by the way, mental. But Zuma and Aguerd, I think, had a brilliant game.
Sorry.
For the fourth goal, though, Aguerd got sent. Like, that step over from Bailey and then top bins. It was just weird to see how yous have played all season, only lost to Liverpool and City. I thought it was going to be a more even game. But the fact that they played narrow, their strikers start out fucking well wide and then they come in.
Do you know what it was? It's like, what I don't understand is you've got Souček, Ward-Prowse and Alvarez, right? Alvarez, I thought, had a shocker until he conceded that penalty, and then he woke up. It's like he didn't even. It's like he was still in Mexico. But it's like it was so apparent in the first maybe 5-10 minutes that Sanazzolo was literally sitting behind James Ward-Prowse. He just wasn't moving.
That's what he done at Roma. That's all he did at Roma. And he was.
My point is, mate, we just didn't do anything. There. We knew it was going to happen. We knew it was happening, but we didn't do anything.
But this is all we complained about last season. Is that we don't make changes and we don't make tactical changes either. We just we'll keep throwing shit at the wall and hope it sticks.
He took 45 minutes to. We took until the first half. But Paqueta, I thought had an all right first half, but it's like we can see the goal. That Douglas Luiz goal, by the way, it's a good finish. Areola should be doing better.
Yeah,
but it's a good finish, isn't a good touch. But it's gone straight in Areola's palm, and he's decided to put it in his own net.
I think there might have been a slight deflection, though.
Yeah, I heard. I saw this about Sky. They were on about a slight deflection, but it's still in his hand. Like,
yeah, no, absolutely. It was just a weak wrist.
They started doing what yous were doing, so they play such a high line where yous can knock it forward for Antonio and catch them running back. But they started doing it to yous, and it worked for both teams.
Because the difference is, mate, Watkins actually holds the ball up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then after we concede the first goal, we throw 5 men. Within a minute, we throw 5 men into the box and almost get a goal.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, so it's like having attackers in their own half actually, causes goals and shots. Yeah. It's like Moyes has reinvented fucking football. Come out second half and Souček's playing a holding midfielder role, which I don't have a problem with. I don't really understand why they don't just switch Alvarez and Ward-Prowse over, but whatever. And then, so I've got so much written down because I was fucking raging. That penalty, Consta's looking for it, but it's so clear cut. What is Paqueta doing?
Oh, why is he not just punting up the field? He's trying too much, which causes the penalty to happen.
I know he's good.
You fell into an Arsenal trap, is what you did.
No, do you know what it is? Part of me thinks, and I don't know if I've got my West Ham cap on. Part of me thinks that should have been a foul on Paqueta because he has got his hands all over Paqueta. But also, what are you doing?
I mean, the penalty itself, it's very. When I looked at it, first of all, I went pen, no doubt. And then when you look at the replay, there is contact, but the Aston Villa players kept his foot in there to be tackled.
There's not a lot
and
to
it's
it,
like, was he looking for it? Even though there was contact, was he looking for the contact though? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just a couple of other things. While we've got the moment to share. Douglas Luiz made our midfield look fucking bang average today for a good 50
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, he was quality.
And that's without thingy there as well, Tillemans, and it just
The
worked.
past 6 home games he has scored.
Mhm.
Check in using
The
the
end
Peter
of
Drury
last
fucking
season,
stats.
this season. No, it's just what I can hear in the commentary.
There you go. After the second goal, I thought we had a good 30 minutes or 25 minutes where we could have probably scored 3. I do not understand what we were doing. Again, does anyone else remember a moment Antonio actually done anything?
Yes.
No, and I can't believe they took Paqueta off instead of Antonio.
Do you mean he done something well? Or?
Just no, Gav, just done something. I'll actually open it out to the floor. What has he done?
So,
There was one chance he's bombed past whoever was the last man. He's bombed past him, and then he's tried to whip it across, and I think it's just completely hit the first man, and that was it. That's the only thing I can think of. He's just...
He absolutely bodied Pogba.
He's not even a bomb scare now. He's just...
Shit.
Yeah, he just is.
He has been for about 18 months. If anyone says otherwise, I think they're probably lying to you. What I don't understand is, the Bowen goal is complete freak. What I like, though, is what we were on about Chelsea Arsenal. He just tries it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just works.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking for. Just try and get a shot away.
It doesn't matter how it goes in, as long as it goes in.
Completely agree. If you're a lone man up front, just hit it. If you are the only person up there, just go for it. Fuck it. It's either going to go in or we get a set piece. And we genuinely we're terrible at set pieces today as well, which is unusual for us.
One thing I want to say as well about the ref, he seemed to not give any fouls for like the grappling. A lot of the Villa players, I don't know if you saw it, James Ward-Prowse and Paqueta, every time they got the ball, their centre midfielders were groping them. And it was
it's because it was David Coote. They can't shit. They shit every game.
He was actually pretty shit today.
I mean,
Isn't that who ref?
I don't really.
Isn't that who refed our game? Newcastle, West Ham.
I've no idea, mate. I try and forget the officials, to be honest with you.
Yes, no.
A couple more things. I mean, before he makes any changes, because he's only allowed to make changes as of the 70 minutes onwards, he decides to then also switch Paqueta into the middle and James Ward-Prowse on the left, because that's going to do something. I think he switches out he switches out Paqueta out for Kudus. Didn't make sense, that one. Genuinely, I'm calling this now. Put Souček up front. Paqueta out on the left, Kudus behind Souček, and Bowen out on the right. I'm alright with that. If you want to play potato salad, that's fine. But put him up front.
Try Bowen in the middle, though. Kudus on the right.
Mate, no, we tried that. We tried that a couple of good weeks during the start of the season. He scored goals. He's not allowed in the middle now.
Did Ben Rama come on?
No.
I don't know what he needs to do to get a game. I actually have this on my note. How bad must 4 hours of Ben Rama be for us to lose a midfield battle for 90 minutes? And he comes on in the 91st minute, 4 hours, and he looked like he kicked his dog before he came on. Genuinely, he looked so pissed off. I'm not surprised. Why would you want to go on at 4-1? I mean,
it's a slap in the face. You know what I mean?
It's unreal. We're 3-1 down. Did you see when Emi Martinez had the ball at 3-1? He's just sitting there with his foot on it, going, "You're gonna press us now." Nah, we don't want to, mate. We're not really into that.
To be honest, I think
we didn't have a press for the first minute, though, did we?
3-1, they just kind of thought this game's done.
It's because we don't press, mate. We didn't have a press from minute 1. If you see one of our first attacks in the first or second minute, we've got the ball, we've lost it, right? Emi Martinez passed it out to Konsa, not Saliba, not Ruben Diaz, Konsa. And Antonio's 5 yards away from him, and he's just looking at him going, "You're going to pass it then?" Go out to him, you fucking useless cunt.
But you know what? One of the best bits of plays he did in the first 5 minutes, I think, was it Bowen whipped it in, or it was Paqueta whipped in, and I think it was offside, though. Who was it? Was it Paqueta that taking the shot? It was very early on. was the only thing I saw you doing the first half that I thought, wow,
we didn't turn up to the
they're
52nd
actually
minute,
going
mate.
for a game today.
Yeah, we didn't turn up for the 52nd minute. The team was so. It's like when Moyes. I don't know if anyone else gets this from an external point of view, but it's like when Moyes sees that team not performing, or something's not going to plan with how he set up the team. He doesn't want to take Souček off. He doesn't want to take James Ward-Prowse off. And he doesn't want to take Alvarez or Paqueta off. So he just shuffles and hope it works.
Aye.
And it just doesn't work. You've got Antonio. You bring on Danny Ings at 4-1. What's he going to do?
I forgot he was still a West Ham player, to be honest.
See what's mental, right? See when you went 3-1 down, it cut to Moyes and he looked fucking raging. Yet he hadn't made any changes. How can he be raging?
What does he expect?
He looked raging at 0-0.
You know what it is, mate? He thinks if he pulls a mean enough face, our players will play better. Even if the tactics are fucking bollocks, and it just does me in a stupid slap-faced cunt.
I haven't heard his post-match conference, but I swear to fuck, if he turns around and goes, I thought we started really well. What, for the 40 seconds, mate?
What was Paqueta doing for that overhead kick?
No.
Do you know what, right? I'm not going to have a go at him, because just try it. I'm all right with that. But at the same time, it's like...
Get it on target.
I didn't realise how onside he was.
Yeah.
Just pass it off. Just try and... You've got to play a left and right. Just pass it somewhere.
Yeah.
The only reason I think he's went for it the way he has is because he thought he was offside.
And just to go on Moyes again, because he's pissed me off today. Kudus can play centre forward, cam, and right wing. So he comes on and plays left wing.
Yeah. Are we surprised? Really?
When you've got a left-footed Brazilian that can go on that side, who costs 70 million. No. We'll put the Ghanaian, who was amazing in cam against Newcastle, on the only side he can't play. Love that.
The boy don't know his arse from his elbow, and it's just like it's actually getting fucking worse. I think I actually starting to think he's got Alzheimer's.
I said this the other week, didn't I? I said you can't moan while we're winning, right? When you bring it out like that and you absolutely stink the place out like that, you can fucking moan.
Yeah.
Because that was shocking.
Well, I agree with you. See, when you said Emerson should be dropped, well,
he's suspended for the next game, so you've got your wish.
Good.
I'm not going to lie to him though, mate. I don't think he's the problem on that side.
I just don't think he helps. I don't think he's the problem. I don't think he's helping it at all.
Did you not hear what the commentary said? Like during the game on about Emerson.
He's had an alright start to the season going forward. He's just ain't very good at the back, and no pundit looks at that. They just look at, oh look, he assists.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they asked some travelling West Ham fans today, and he was their hammer of the year or something.
Yes, I heard this. Yes. Yeah, because he's got to be above Bowen, Paqueta,
James Ward-Prowse,
and James Ward-Prowse. Yep, and Zuma obviously.
Yeah.
Because none of them have had good starts.
Ariola and Mari.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, I'd give out. Ariola, I'd back that.
We might as well start talk about a couple of the goals. But first, I just want to say Zaniolo, I think he's actually brought a problem out. I don't know if you heard Carragher on about it in the second half, but him fucking diving about this fucking head injury.
Yeah.
Can it stop? Like, there's no need for it.
I agree with Carragher with this one. He's went... The referee saw it. He saw it happen. He's thought it's not a foul. So he's continued on. He's then let it go to the box and then go, Carrot, no, I need to stop it. He might be hurt. If he was that hurt, if it was like life ending, the cunt wouldn't be moving. He'd be stuck there like a rug. He's rolling about like Martinelli.
It's also the fact he's had no medical treatment as well.
Well, no. So so he's looked over it 3 times before he's called it. My problem is with it is, do you know what he's done? He's done the exact same that we slagged off about the Diaz disallowed goal. He's not done it because it breaks regulation. It's never a head injury. It just isn't. But he's called it because regulation says he needs to. Well, then just don't do it, mate. Sorry, just don't do it. Just break the regulation. He's not injured. And then he's moaning that he needs to wait 30 seconds to come back on the pitch. Don't be a diving cunt then.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's us 9th now. We have... unfortunately, that's still good because I understand at 16th. We have Everton. That's a 6-pointer probably now. Anyone else
I'm
want to add
just-
another note on West Ham?
No. What is that?
Oh, I don't know about that.
When is enough? Like, when is enough for it to say he needs
No, the
to
problem
go?
is, mate, I want him out now, right? And I get what Ben's saying, but at the same time, you can't say that being ninth in the league and getting the wins that we've had at the start of the season.
No.
The only people we've lost to before today is Liverpool and
But
City.
my problem is, if this is us coming back from the international break and he's been found out, or he's slipped back into the, we'll wait until 80 minutes to make a change again, we're just going to get fucked the next 5-6 games, or we're just going to have really shit games.
It's not that he's been found out. Do you know what he's been doing? At the start of the season, it was working well with Ben Rama out on the left, Paqueta in the middle, and Byrne on the right. And then, ever since I think it was City or Liverpool, he put Souček in there and pushed Paqueta over to the left to have three really tall, hard-working midfielders, right? It was always going to find us out. You saw it against Newcastle. We had nothing going forward. Kudus had more touches in 10 minutes in that centre midfield, I think, than Souček had the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
He had 10 minutes. Souček doesn't work as a cam.
I agree with you, he needs to go now. But I think the reason that he needs to go now is because I think if we give it till fucking January, I think we're going to put ourselves back into a shit position again. Because like you said, we've got Everton next. Now I'd like to think we'll just turn up, slap the fucking shit out of them, and then move on. But you know how Dyche plays. Dyche will sit all the way fucking back. He'll make us come out, and then I reckon we'll make mistakes, mate. And then he won't make changes till 80 minutes again.
If a manager gets sacked, like a company that just doesn't seem to be picking up any points and stuff, would you rather go, Kenmore, he's available, fuck off Moyes, then we'll take him? Or is it the fact of just company
Who?
was just a company was
Vincent
just
Kompany.
a yeah.
This
He
is
was
what I'm
just
saying. I'd only let Moyes go if you had a definite improvement.
yeah.
Because you're safe with Moyes. That's the thing. I'm going to say it's not going to get relegated, but you are safe with Moyes usually.
Ben's the
I
says it all.
just fucking hate him, mate. I'm glad he won the first trophy in 40 odd years, but what they should have done is they should have shipped him out the door with it. Here's your medal. Now fuck off.
The problem is as well, right? Is and West Ham owners can go on about how he's won stuff and look, he's took us into Europe this many years. We are pretty much we're lagging behind what Spurs have just done for 4 years with Mourinho and Conte. No different. When it wins and it works, brilliant. All right, football isn't the best, but we're winning, so who cares? But now, it's dire, mate. And when we play forward, we look good. That's the most annoying thing. We have so much quality on that team.
Yeah. It's the pace that you play at. It's not always fast, but when you're attacking and it's 1-2 and that's it, it's flying. No player, I don't care who it is. Maybe Rodri and players like that are an exception, but those are the only types of players that can actually handle it. There's so many. When you guys are playing like that, it's so hard to play. And I think Aston Villa done that against you, though. After you had your little outburst.
Yeah.
Leon Bailey is helping Aguerd try and find his left leg after doing the step over. I think still at Villa Park, as it's back in Morocco or somewhere after that step over. And then, do you know what? I'm just going to have a look at the predictions as well. I know you're laughing, Gav. You can go fuck yourself. I had Gav had 2-1 West Ham, Matty had 1-1, and I had 3-1. Clearly, we know nothing about football, but there we are. I'll tell you what. We'll go into predictions. We'll start off with West Ham, Everton. Ben, I'll let you go first, mate.
I want to say 3-1, but I also have just watched part of this game and I kind of just want to throw myself off a bridge. So,
we'll go
3-1. Go on.
3-1 West Ham.
I'm being hopeful, mate. I could go the opposite way and just say we're gonna get disqualified. There you go.
What do you think? What do you think? Fuck hope. Fuck all this. What do you honestly think?
No, he's put 3-1. That's it now. I'm going to really put it next week. He said 3-1. Matty, go on.
2-1 West Ham.
I was going to say if you fucking backed Everton there, you little slag. Go on, Gav.
I was 2-1 as well. I think it's just a little blip. I just think Villa were just too good going forward. I think that's what it is.
I'm calling a 1-1 draw against Everton. I just see it happening. They're shit. We're shit. We
They're
don't really have
without
many
Ashley
goals.
Young as well, by the way. They're
Yeah, you
starting
got
left
the red.
back.
Yeah. Or 2
Yeah.
yellows, sorry.
So it'll be interesting who they put in there.
Yeah, I know. What are they going to do about Ashley Young in Zimmer frame? Wolves Newcastle's next. At Molyneux. Matty, I'll let you go first, son.
Yeah, 3-1 Newcastle.
Go on, Ben.
I'm going 2-0.
Ooh. You're the wild card pick of this podcast, aren't
I
you?
Not yet, he's not. I'm going 2-1 Wolves.
He's only doing it to piss you off, man.
I'm not. It's after a Champions League week.
Gavin's actually got a bet on this, and it's
Oh.
like 30-1 or something. He's put 100 quid on it.
No. It's after a Champions League week, and the last
there's
one
a
we had,
chance.
they weren't playing that well after it. Is all I'm saying. And it's at Molyneux. It's a tough place to go and actually
What
pick
I
a
think
point.
they'll be a
We
draw.
wasn't playing
to
well
Okay.
after it.
Yous?
We drew 2-2 with West Ham.
You didn't play well though.
Like, first half.
Oh, aye, sorry.
The game of 2 halves, big man.
Okay, sorry, lads.
Okay,
I'm-
exactly. So you're shit one half.
Aye, and then better
I'm
the
going
second.
3-0
You go
Newcastle. By the way.
3-0 Newcastle.
Yeah, they're just goals, aren't they? If you let them in, they're just goals, and I don't see Wolves being that good defensively. To be honest with you. Arsenal Sheffield.
Like 4-0 fucking Arsenal. Like, I don't see Sheffield doing fuck all.
I was going to ask Gav first. I wanted the depression first, but go on, Gav. 1-1.
We're going to lose.
I
It
really
depends if
wanna-
Havertz runs.
No, I really want to go 2-0, but I think it'll be 1-0. But I'm going 2-0.
You'll go 2-0.
Arsenal.
Yeah, I've realised that. When have you ever not backed Arsenal? Oh, City game.
Against City.
Go on, mate.
1-0.
See, he's just doing it to piss you off. That's the rubber band, that is. Yeah, I'm going to be completely, like, feeling. I'm going to say 5-0.
I fucking
Mate.
hope.
Because do you know what? The only,
Can
the
I'll
only
say it
game-
because I'm being nice to him this week and get a hat trick. So I'm
I'm
saying
gonna-
it now. I'm being nice to
Genuinely,
him.
the only time Arsenal have looked good this season, in my opinion, well, back to best last year was against Bournemouth. And I think Bournemouth and Sheffield are about the same quality.
Yeah. Well,
Just a
Sheffield
little,
are stone bottom, aren't they?
yes. Just
Yeah.
a little kind of talk around the grounds. I've got 2 games I want to kind of have a look at. Well, one mostly. Liverpool Everton. Did you
I saw the
watch it?
cards. I didn't watch the game.
I watched a
Yeah.
bit. No, at
Right.
all.
Did you see the
Yeah.
red card?
Yes.
Yes.
Red card?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, that's fine. That's fine. As long as everyone agrees to that, that's fine. That was going to be a talking point, if not. The goals are just Klopp goals, right? They were just. I thought I have been brought up with TikTok about this. Rory doesn't like me anymore. Apologies. I thought the ref and VAR got everything right that game.
Yeah. The challenge for the Ashley Young challenge, the second one on Salah, he doesn't get the ball
Both of
at
them,
all.
it's Luis Diaz, but both of them are yellow cards.
Sorry, Louis.
He takes him out. Like, you
Yeah.
can't have any complaints about it. Because if that's anywhere else in the pitch, it's a yellow. So
Oh,
why
it's
is it not a yellow
definitely
there?
a yellow. He doesn't get it. What ball does he get? He gets none. He gets the leg. It's a yellow card. Whether he's on a yellow already,
Fucking-
he shouldn't have made a stupid fucking challenge then. It's a red card. And he's an old man. He
You know,
knows
the
better.
ball of Luis Diaz's ankle is what he fucking got.
The Michael Keane handball is a handball every day of the
Yeah.
week. The two VAR decisions that they did make about the other handball and the non-penalty decision with Diaz were both right.
Yeah.
Did you see Rob Elliott's shot as well?
Unreal.
Jesus
bar.
fucking Christ, wasn't it? What a save from
Aye.
Pickford.
If Pickford's picked onto the bar, and it's like Pickford saved it and then just went, "Oh, you cunt," and just fell fucking backwards.
Yeah.
he got blowback.
I mean-
That shot.
Harvey Elliott is class, so I like them.
Oh, I couldn't Rob
Before he
Elliott.
even got
We both
his,
had him there.
what's it
That's
called?
fine. Because I said Salah. Now you said Rob Elliott. It's fine.
No, hang about but hang about. Diaz and Salah are a different profile to fucking Elliott. He's ex-Fulham, I think. You know what I mean? That boy wouldn't get in the West Ham team. We've just been pumped 4-1. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the goals were just Klopp, weren't they? it is what it is. City got another red card. They just seem to have a really big problem at the moment with discipline.
I didn't see that. Who got sent off? Kanji.
Kanji.
I did see that.
But Arsenal's joint top of the league still. Got Spurs. Spurs are playing tomorrow against Fulham.
Thiago Dallo's goal against Sheffield.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It's
no, but
fucking
it's
lovely.
a banger though.
Can I just ask, is that better than Rice's goal then?
10 times. I thought that goal was unreal.
Is that because there's a goalkeeper there?
No, I just think it's the way he takes it. I think it is just the goal is better. I just think it is a better shot.
Right.
I don't know. I've not seen the goal. I just heard it.
Spurs Fulham.
No, I didn't watch it.
2-0 Spurs. Yeah.
2-0 Spurs. Right, okay. So they'll be top of the league then. That's brilliant.
Yes.
Right, well, Man City top of the league right now. Shock.
To top off a fucking magical weekend, Spurs fucking top,
Newcastle have been what they usually are. Just they decide to pump a shitty London team. Arsenal, and West Ham are shit. So we'll probably see you next week, lads. And I hope we beat Everton. Cheers.